as I see, this problem is a little bit of complicated, right? So in our normal lecture in class, I see many students got a little bit of questions about this one. And the way I explain in class may be not enough for some of you to grasp. So I'm going to explain again in a different way how to solve the letter B. Okay, let's review this. So we need to understand the relationship between those person, acres, and days. So if we fix the acres, the relationship between person and day is inverse. So I put more people to work, I get less days to the job to be done. So as more people I put, the less they take to do the job. Now the relationship between person and acres, and when you fix the days, it's gonna be direct. So I put more people to do it. They're gonna take more acres they're gonna do more acres. And now the last relationship will be between acres and days. So I put the person fixed. So if I double the acres, I'll need more days to do it. So I have to double the days as well. So this one is inverse, this one is direct, and this one is direct. So let's go and solve the letter B. So how long is going to take 3 people to cut 10 acres? So 3 people here to cut 10 acres. How long is going to take? So as you can see, the reference is 1 person, 5 days. So there's no 3 persons as the same here, and there's no 10 acres. So we needed to brought down person to 3 or acres to 10. So let's try to do the first one first, like persons to 3. So let's go there and see, for example, here is the reference that the problem gave you. 1 person, 5 acres in 2 days, right? 1 person, 5 acres in 2 days. So when you make the acres fixed, now the relationship will be between person and days. That is okay. When you make the days fixed, the relationship will be between persons and acres. But when you make the persons fixed, you cannot do it because you wanted to bring the person to 3 and the person is fixed. So you cannot do this one. You cannot use this one in this situation. So let's do in this other 2 situations here. So let's try this one first. So 1 person, 5 acres, 2 days. So this one is fixed. Now you're going to bring the person to 3. So since this is inverse relationship, so when you triple here, multiply by 3, you have to divide by 3, number 2, because it's inverse, right? Or you can use the vertical multiplication. Instead of 1 times x equal 2 times 3, you have to understand that it's 1 times 2 divided by 3. So in our case, x will be 0.667. Now, in this relationship here, we have a direct relationship. You can do the cross multiplication. So if you triple the person, you have to triple the acres. So 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 5, 15. Now we have those 2 bases that we can use to solve our problem, right? So let's do with the first one. So I brought the person to 3 here. So I'm going to put 3, 5 in the number of days, right? 0.6. And now our problem asks 3 persons, 10 acres. How long is going to take, right? So 3 persons, 10 days. How long is going to take? So now the person is fixed, right? So is the person's fixed? It is a direct relationship. So if I double the days, right? Acres, I mean the acres. If I double the acres, I have to double the days. So if I double the days, it's going to be 1.33. This is one way of solving. But now let's use the reference, this one here. So I bring this data here, 3, 15, 2. 3, 15, 2. So the days fix again. So the relationship would be between acres and days. So now I have 15 acres in 2 days. And I wanted to know from 10 days, right? 10 days, so 3, 10x. 3, 10x. So because it's a direct relationship, so if I divide it by 3 and multiply it by 2, I get 10. If I divide it by 3 and multiply it by 2, I get 133. So the same answer. So this is one way of solving the problem. But now let's use the other way. Instead of bringing 1 to 3, let's bring 5 to 10. So let's go to the another slide. So now we're gonna use this one here, because we needed to, at least one of them has to be equal, right? So we have 3 and 10. So we have to bring 1 to 3 or 5 to 10. Now we're going to use 5 to 10. So the same situation happens here. You cannot change the acres because this is on the fixed. So you cannot change it. Okay, because you cannot bring acres here because acre here is fixed thing. Okay, now let's go for the second one. Relationship here is between person and acres. So we need to bring acres to 10. So acres going to be to 10. And here acres going to be to 10. But here acres is fixed. So you cannot change it. So you're not going to use this one here. So let's do the second one there. So when you bring the relationship, double is the direct relationship. So if you double acres, you should have to double persons. So double acres to 10, you should double persons to 2. So acres going to be 10 and x going to be 2. And the days is fixed, does not change. Okay, now let's do this, the third one here. Persons is fixed, not change. So acres is going to be doubling, right? Double to 10, and this is direct relationship, so the same here. So we're going to double here, so 2 becomes 4. Because we double here, we have to double also days. So now it's become 1, 10, and 4. Now we have the reference of 10 days, right? So we're going to bring the first reference here, 2, 10, 2, 2, 10, 2. So put the reference here, we're going to fix the acres, right? Because the acres is the same. So 10 acres, 10 acres. So we fix the acres. And now we're going to find x. X will be how long, right? How long it's going to take. So if you now it's not doubling and not cutting in half. So if 2 days is going to take two persons going to take in 2 days, how long is going to take 3 persons to do in how many days, right? So this is a vertical multiplication, not cross multiplication, because this is an inverse relationship. So you do 2 times 2 divided by 3 is going to be 133. And now we're going to use this reference, 1, 10, 4, put it here, 1, 10, 4. And now we're still going to fix the acres. We're going to fix the acres. So this is also an inverse relationship. So 1 times 4 divided by 3 is equal 1.33. So as you can see here, you have many ways of solving the problem. But you have to understand the relationship. And also you needed to bring one of them to 3 or 10. This is why in this case here we did acres. And the last one we did a person. So this one we brought 1 person to 3 and brought those 2 references here, because you cannot do this one because the person is fixed. And now we brought 10 acres, 5 to 10 acres, right? You cannot use this one here, this one here, because acres is fixed. So we make up 2 references. So when you calculate based 1 reference, you're going to find the same answer as you calculate the second reference. And also, when you calculate based on person, you make up 2 references. So when you calculate the first one, you find the same answer, and you calculate the second one, you also find the same answers. So here we have 4 ways, right? 2 ways here, and also 2 ways here. This one is based on acres, and this one is based on persons. So I hope this explanation will help you understand. I know it's a little bit more complicated, but if you reveal this again, this will become easy for you. Okay, I see you in class again next time.